Hi, and welcome to Cigars and Spiritual. I'm your host, Reuben Ellis, and my twin brother,
Rob Ellis.
Hey, Rob, you ready to do this thing,
Yeah,
man? We got a lot
man.
to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Man, hey, we want to make sure that you like, comment, or subscribe, and make sure you click on that notification button, at least somewhere between the show and between now and the end of the show, or the podcast. And Rob, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. So again, there's always something happening in the news, and as a black guy, my lens tends to be different from somebody that's not black, right? So I see it from my lens, and like everybody sees things from their own personal lens.
Right.
Hopefully, and the goal is for everybody to eventually to see things from everyone's lens, at least enough to be able to coexist in a more perfect way, if you will, and in the best way, in my opinion, diversity. But yeah, man. So back to the news again. So some crazy stuff happening out there, and
all the time.
So I was thinking about what I happened to hear, and I know you have too. What's up with this Keke Palmer thing, man? I mean, well, I guess I shouldn't say it like that. Should I say what's up with the Keke Palmer baby daddy or whatever the guy's name is? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, what's up with that, man?
Keke,
it's
do you
crazy.
love me?
What'd you say?
Keke, do you love me?
Yeah,
but
right.
Remember little Keke? Remember little Keke from the movie
Achille and the Bee?
Yeah. She ain't little no more.
No, she ain't little no more. Right. No, she's not.
No.
And it sounds like to me that the other guy or the guy, her baby's daddy,
Yeah.
Sound like he wasn't too happy about folks acting like you just act about her. She ain't. Or what you just said. You said she ain't. No, she ain't young no more.
No, I ain't blind. She fine.
Right. She fine.
She fine.
But Usher felt the same way, or at least some folks try to say that's the way he felt. But Usher is being Usher because he's Usher, right?
Mega star.
I mean, right. And Usher does what Usher does. He's a sex symbol and all these other things, and he does what he does, and she decides to do what she wants to do. At least she thought, or does she? But he got into the mix, and what did he say? Who? I'm talking about the baby.
What's his name?
No, what's his name?
Darius or something?
You don't even know his name.
Breaking my watch on set.
You don't even know his name.
Darius or something? I don't know his name. Michael something, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
He ain't that known.
No.
But
I don't.
But
know.
he got.
Reason why I say that, I know his name.
What's his name?
I think his last name is Jackson, Darius Jackson or something like that. At least I think his name like that.
Well,
but I don't even know
just the fact that we have to figure it out. He ain't nobody.
Yeah, not really. I probably shouldn't have called his name.
I mean, he's somebody, but he ain't.
If you ain't Googled his name by now, too bad for you. Okay, you're late, I guess.
Right.
Because but so what you think though? I mean, this guy.
Yeah, he
what's
got
up
pissed.
with that though?
He got pissed because Keke
get pissed for what?
She was getting a little close and all comfortable.
I saw the video. You did too.
Yeah, I saw it. Oh yeah, I saw. But you know what though?
What you think about it?
I think that let me just say this outright. I read the guy's baby daddy's response to that.
The baby daddy's response to what?
To what? He didn't like it, and he said she's a mama, and mama shouldn't be out there dressed like that or whatever else. And
he said something about like mamas
shouldn't be dressed like
shouldn't dress like that or something like that, right?
Like that, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I agree.
You agree?
Yep.
Oh,
now
man,
here's what I agree. 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 I ain't no. Let me.
No.
Hold on. Let me back up. No. Hold on. Let me back up. Don't
let me change your the thought process.
No, let me back up. I don't agree.
You have to let me get that lighter, man, because folks, look,
about to cut
you. Are you trying to backtrack or what?
No.
I'm gonna need a cutter.
The cutter.
Oh no, you got something in the back here. I saw.
You that, man.
It was.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that one?
Here's what I saw, man. What's this? Bling.
That's for the VIPs that show up.
Ooh, hey, I'm loving it though. But is it practical?
Yeah, man, it works.
Okay. Yeah. It was
yeah.
kind of like in the box.
That's one of those traditional.
Should I try to use it? I think I can use it. In fact,
Yeah,
I have used it before.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie to you.
Since you brought it out, I'm gonna use it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. These things can be kind of weird, but I'm gonna give it a try. And you know what? I ain't do too bad.
No, that ain't bad. Let me try it. But
It's yours. You should be good at it.
it's for the VIPs.
And the suspense.
I said it's for the VIPs. Now. Just want to take off the little cap. That's all. That wasn't bad.
Did you do it?
Yeah, sir.
All right, sounds good. It's bling bling. Let me have that back.
Yeah,
I mean, it's yours. I want to put it back because you're not gonna get me for taking it, putting it in my pocket and taking it. You stop blaming
enough of your stuff. I got enough of your stuff. That's all right. But no, back to the Keke Palmer thing.
Nice.
Like I was saying though, Reuben. No, I was saying that I agree with him like this. So, Mr. Producer, make sure that the people get what I'm saying here. When I said I agree with him, I don't agree with him saying that mamas shouldn't dress like that. He said, he added to that, and he said some other things he added to that.
Well, I mean, what did he say? What did you disagree with?
Let me say this. I wouldn't want my kids' mama to dress like that. Now that's just me.
You wouldn't want your kids,
mama,
no, to dress like that.
Nope.
Your kids, mama.
I wouldn't.
All right. Okay. So all right. So wait a minute.
And especially to do what she did, wearing that. No, I mean I might sound old school.
Yeah.
Listen,
wait a minute.
Y'all can put me on blast. Y'all can put me on blast all
So you sound a little preemptive. Why you ask? Why you
know people?
Why you telling folks that they can do? How you know they might be agreeing with you?
They will. Some of them will.
But you sound like you on the offense already. I didn't even say nothing yet.
Some of them. I ain't talking about you.
Listen. Well, let me say something because I have to push back on that. First of all, I mean you not push back on them because you have your opinion.
Yeah.
I can't push back on your opinion. But let me just say this. Here you go. I got a lighter.
Yeah.
So let me just say this. We do live in a different time.
Yep.
Than when you were born. Okay, and in your generation. Okay, versus the generation of today. Okay, especially the Z's. Okay, and let's not talk about those that are coming later. Right, but
can't do it.
But it's still, to me, even
you can wear it to the beach.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I ain't finished.
You can wear it to the beach. I'll throw that in there. You can wear it to the beach.
All right. You got anything else to say?
Nope. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead and finish saying.
All
right. Cause you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So you can do what you want to do, or is it true?
What's that?
We live in a different generation. Do you believe that she has the right to do what she wants to do?
Absolutely, she does.
Okay. All right. So
absolutely.
Wait a minute. So because it sounds like to me there's a, I don't know how you can put the two together, but maybe you can. So you believe that a woman or your wife or your girlfriend or baby daddy or baby mama, okay, has the right to do what she wants to do, but you don't like it.
I won't agree with it.
Well, okay, all right.
You can do it, but I ain't gonna agree.
You don't agree with it, all right, but you will allow it.
You can do what you want because you grown.
All right, so all right, you can do what you want to. You don't agree with it, but are you going to just let her have it and let her do it, or are you going to make a big stink of it just like he did, or are you going to put her out there like that?
Never make a stink of it.
Huh?
I would never make.
But you're saying you agree with him.
I agree with some of what he said. Not everything.
But see, you can't be picking and choosing like that.
Because he said more than that.
Nah, we talking about what he said. Ain't no better to do with more than what that. That's enough.
Okay,
you just said.
You talking about that?
Yeah. He said, look. So now he's trying to control this girl's body.
No, I ain't doing that.
Well, that's what he tried to do.
No. I said I agree.
Well, I
didn't say I agree with his actions and his response. I agree with his point.
So you would have did it in private.
Yes.
You would have told her in private.
Yes.
Would it have affected your marriage?
Maybe.
Or relationship?
Maybe.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. So you ain't. Maybe. So you're doing it. So why you even married to her then? I'm just saying.
Why
would you even be married to her?
Probably wouldn't wear.
Probably wouldn't be married to her.
Wouldn't marry a woman who would do something like that.
Okay, fair. By that. okay? Because there are women that think just like you traditionally, okay? And again, I say it's like a lot of those folks, most of them, okay, are evangelical Christians, okay? Now, I didn't even say white, but they feel like they're doing the same thing in the black churches.
I guess.
Pentecostal churches,
yeah, of course.
Okay, charismatic churches, okay. But here's the point.
Right.
They're dying.
What do you mean they're dying?
They're dying with that. They're dying with that way of thinking. Why? Wait a minute. Why? Because you really are saying that you want to control somebody else's body, or why you got a problem with it then?
No. I'm not gonna control you.
But why you got a problem with it then?
It's because it's not something that I like.
But you shouldn't have a problem with it then. You should just say, "Do you?"
I said I would speak to you about it.
First of all, you said it might affect your relationship.
First of all, it probably wouldn't affect my relationship because I probably wouldn't marry a woman.
Fair enough.
I probably wouldn't marry a woman who, without even asking me or saying anything, to go and dress like that, go on stage, go on stage dressed like that, basically being very sensual on stage for the world to see, showing your ass like that. So for me, I don't want my woman.
I'm gonna tell you something. Now
that she does it, that's all right.
That sounds very patriarchal. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. It sounds misogynist, but I know you look better than that. But that's what it sounds like.
That don't sound misogynist.
It does.
No.
To me, it does.
No.
It does.
That's just
all right. So, well, here's my point.
No, misogyny is misogyny.
It sounds
is
misogynist
for women. I said hatred for women.
Huh?
I have no hate.
I said it sounds misogynist. At least from me, if I didn't know you any better,
it's a hatred for women. Misogyny is a hatred for women.
Do you know how many?
I don't hate women.
Do you know how many people that hate women and despise women think just like you? More than don't hate women.
What I'm saying, I don't hate women.
Well, I'm just saying you walking with a whole lot of crazy folks these days.
I don't believe that's true.
I think it is.
What I'm saying, I understand what you're saying, but I don't believe what I'm saying is that far out there.
Well, okay. If it's not far out there, it's because you staying with the way things used to be instead of moving into the future of where young folk are today. Not just young folk, but people that are progressive in their thinking. Traditional. I mean, how you gonna get mad at her now? You said something else. You said, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute,
Let me light the cigar. Yeah, because you know what?
Right. Yeah, here, you might have to use mine.
No, this
paid all that money for that cigar.
No, it might be out of. Yeah, let me use that. Here we go. Let me use that. But no, now you look at you.
Yeah. But I ain't paid but a few dollars for mine.
That butane is under there.
No.
But no,
I'll tell you what. No, since that lighter don't work, you know how to
I go old school.
You know how to do old school?
I can't.
Well, do old school then?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hey, we talking, huh?
We got some lighters.
Yeah, no, I don't want to use no lighter. Maybe they ain't supposed to work, but I mean, I don't know. We should have filled them up.
But you said there's a whole lot of old school. What now?
Huh?
You talked about the old school. What did you say about the old school?
No, I'm saying old school. What I'm saying is so here's the point. Your generation, okay, is outdated. You can't keep staying with your generation in the way they think. Because folks today ain't thinking like that. Progressively, progressive folks as well. You're a traditionalist, in my opinion. Nah, man, I can't do that. I can't think that way.
Okay, so
now so I'm gonna let you go ahead.
What is it that I said that's outdated? And if it's outdated, so be it.
No, I'm saying it's outdated because it's traditional way of thinking. And that is women, because you saying that the woman shouldn't be running around shaking her ass.
Tradition is not.
You said she can't go shaking her ass.
Tradition.
She's in front of some guy and with some guy. That's because you think the way traditional thinking, which is old, okay, it's old, it's outdated. In fact, not only is it outdated, it's misogynist. Okay, yeah.
I don't think that's misogynist at all.
To me it is.
But here's the thing about it.
And I don't think you're misogynist, but I'm just saying, maybe we just see things differently, and you old.
No, here's the thing is, just because something is traditional or tradition doesn't make it bad. There are some good traditions,
right?
So if I sound outdated, I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. Because the bottom line is that I'm talking about for me. I don't want my wife going on stage with the superstar or anybody on stage, okay? Shaking her ass in a basically whatever it is. You know, we saw the pictures of what it is, like a thong, whatever it is. Okay, on stage, being very sensual in her dance with a man that's not my one, a man that's not that's not me. Okay, I ain't good with that. Now you can call it egotistical. You can call it. You can even call it misogynist, but I don't think it is. You could call it outdated. You can say I'm I jumped the shark in my thinking, whatever you want to call it. I don't care because for me, I don't want my woman doing that. That sort of intimate a vibe or thing that you're doing, that's for me.
Okay, so I'm asking
you for another man.
So I'm asking you a question.
It ain't for another man.
I'm asking you a question. Are you? What about? So you, in other words, you don't want your wife, you don't want your other one even going to the club dancing with another guy.
I don't care about that.
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Well, how can you have a problem with it at the club, but you got a problem with it when you doing it out in front of somebody?
My wife ain't gonna be dressed like that at the club.
Why can't she dress like that at the club?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want my wife dressing like that at the club.
All right, so you found a wife that obviously that you good with that. But I'm saying, then that's where a lot of other folk need to do. They need to go find folk, okay, that think just like them.
Okay, I'm not knocking.
It's women instead of going on the internet, okay, and acting a fool.
Oh, he should. That was dumb.
Okay, him and other folk that follow his way of thinking, which happen to be the folk that you talk. That sound like you.
I'm not getting on the internet and saying that on the internet. I'm not gonna get on the internet and start talking about all of that. But you asked me a question, I'm giving my opinion. That's just me. I don't want that for me. Now that could be something that's envious, it's jealousy, call it what you want. You know what I'm saying? You get your woman. I'm talking about.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, have you ever been jealous of anybody?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. Absolutely.
And then, do you get jealous now?
No. No, for the most part, no. No, for the most part, I don't.
For the most part?
Yeah, for the most part. I think a little bit of jealousy is always a good thing in a relationship.
Okay, I mean, I just wonder if you...
Just a little bit of jealousy, just a little bit is good. It's good for any relationship.
I don't even know what that altogether means.
To what depth or whatever.
You know what I'm trying to say?
But I'm not, I don't think I'm overtly jealous at all.
Right.
Like I said, if we're at a club or whatever else, or we're at a bank party or whatever it is, and my wife wants to dance with another guy,
and then I'm talking, he start doing the same thing Usher doing.
Then you got to come off that floor. Come off the floor. Come on off that floor. No, I ain't going for that. That's for me. That's for me.
So what if? So hypothetically speaking, you're saying that if the way you thinking, now we understand that you're good and you and yours is good right now and all that, and the way things are, your traditional way of thinking, in my opinion. Okay, but what if? This was your way of thinking and you weren't married, and then there's this girl that you meet, okay, and you really like her. Then all of a sudden, she says she really likes you. Then the guy comes up and you're like, hey, I know you, and they vibing, right? They're like, just like, hey girl, what's up, and then, and then the song come on. Let's get out there and dance. He start vibing, just like Usher. I'm just saying, doing the Usher thing. You know what I'm saying? And then he wasn't even doing that stuff. He was just, Usher was smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So he could have did that. And then what? Folks really be acting crazy.
No, that ain't,
Usher can get down with the best of them.
Yeah.
The brother don't play. Okay? And she said, okay, this is my guy. Okay, I like him. He's a friend. They vibe together, obviously, right? Or at least, I don't know. I ain't gonna be the judge.
I think she was disrespectful to her boyfriend.
Well, how do you know? Okay, how do you know that she didn't walk out the house and say? He said, "Hey, come here, girl. Didn't I tell you ain't wearing that?" She's like, "I told you that I wanted to wear it." I'm just saying, not that she did. Well, let's just change the conversation.
Wearing it is one thing.
What I'm saying is
dancing on stage with another guy like she did.
So you really don't know what's going on behind closed doors, do you?
I don't.
Do you?
I don't.
Okay, so
based on what I see.
why would you? So okay,
it appears.
All right. So you and I differ in the way we see things could be. Because I'm going to tell you, like I probably used to think, in fact, I used to think the way you think, okay? But I don't even care about that anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, do you? Like, my wife knows right now, do you, okay?
That's fine.
I love you, and she knows. In fact, I always tell her how much I love her,
right?
Okay? But I could care less if she walked out this very, very moment, okay, and decided to say, I'm going to a party, okay, Vegas, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay, and she decides she's gonna go out there and party, and she meets somebody she knows and she trusts. She ain't just letting no guy walk up on her. Okay, let me just say that. Okay, I'm just saying she knows the guy. Usher, they are, in a unique. Okay, they're in a unique club called the Black Actors Club.
For the world.
Okay, and so guess what? So how do we know what really happened? Nonetheless, we don't know what happened. Nonetheless,
your wife do that? If the world is seen,
you won't let me make my point.
No, but I'm just saying.
Can I make my point?
Go ahead.
I said, nonetheless, okay, she just decided, okay, she decided she wants to do what she wants to do. And he jumps in and decides, no, you can't do this. Now, you tell me, what's that? What do you call that?
What? I don't know what he told her.
So, okay, then. So that's control.
I don't know if he told her not to wear it or not.
So whatever it is, I'm saying it looks like to me that he wants to control her.
I don't necessarily see
it does.
I don't know.
That's exactly what. So why did he put her out there on blast like that?
Well, let me say.
Why did he put her out there on blast like that?
She put him on blast.
She didn't.
She put him on blast.
She got to control her own body. That's her body.
I'm gonna tell you this.
It's her body.
That's fine. That's fine. But my point is this. That's her body. She can do whatever.
It's her body.
She can do whatever the hell she wants. But here's the point.
First of all, this guy.
Don't you know?
He shut his damn mouth. Well, he needs to shut his mouth, right? Because who is he? We're just talking about it because he decided to get on Twitter or whatever and have a beef with his wife or whoever, his baby daddy or baby girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, who cares about this guy? But I know one thing, it sounds like control to me. And those kind of guys women need to get far away from. They give guys a bad name. Good guys.
I totally
get the hell away from them.
I totally agree, guy.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Full disclosure, I can't give him advice to get the hell away from her or her to get the hell away from him. I can't say that. I'm just saying, come on now.
I totally agree.
Come on.
That a guy who tries to control his wife or girlfriend, significant other, or vice versa, I totally agree that's unacceptable. I agree with that.
That ain't good enough, though. Unacceptable ain't good enough,
Unacceptable means you don't need to be with him.
So I'm saying, but you married with her, though.
Well, get unmarried.
Okay, fine. Then never let that happen again. And then, not only that, but you need to find somebody that's going to conform the way you want them to conform, Mr. Whoever your name is, the name that nobody seems to remember. Who cares about this guy?
Listen.
Okay? But, point is, he needs to keep his hands or keep his mouth, okay, and Will Smith will say, keep his mouth off these sisters that's trying to do their thing and maintain control of their own bodies. That's the problem we got here in America. It's like, Robert, do you realize how many black women have been traumatized from the years and years, okay, of being dissed and being controlled and being dominated? Male dominance is an ugly thing, Robert, and we're going to talk about it, okay? And to me, I'm not saying that's what he is, a person that's like that, but it's showing some signs of it, and I just wonder.
Well, here's probably where the problem lies. First of all, they're probably incompatible. I'm from socially, economically, physically.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably the first problem. Yeah. But that's her fault, okay?
It's her fault.
It's her fault.
It's her fault. See, there we go again. That's a misogynist, male dominant way of thinking, Rob. It is. It's her fault. Okay.
You didn't let me finish.
All right, I'll let you finish.
It's her fault for accepting a relationship with someone that she's not compatible with. From this standpoint.
So it's not he.
No, hold on. She's the star. Hold on. Here's my point. She's a star. He's not. She's got the money. He doesn't. She decided to She decided
it's her fault.
No, hold on. Here's what I'm saying. As a superior in finances, superior in notoriety, socially, and all that, she decided to choose down. You made that decision. You made that decision to choose down.
Wait a minute.
So he married up, or he reached up. He got somebody that's not in his status, probably in a lot of different ways. Yeah. So the only reason why I say it's her fault, because she's the one that holds all the gravitas. She's the one who holds the cards.
Right. So, all right, you finished? I'm gonna let you.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish talking.
So she holds the cards. When she decides that, you know what, I'm gonna give this brother who ain't got much going on. Nobody knows him. He's not on the same financial status, not the same social status, not all that. So she decides, I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy. You made that decision. So my point is, I blame her for settling for maybe less. Okay? And so he can't handle, it looks like to me, it seems like to me, someone on that level.
All right, so you said, wait a minute, so you said he can't handle, you said he's,
I'm not saying I'm just saying they don't look like they should be together. I don't know if they should be or not. It doesn't seem like they're compatible.
All right, so they're not compatible, but you said a whole lot before all that, and I can't let you get away with it. But wait a minute, but before, I come back, and you're going to let me have at it, okay? I want all of our subscribers. We want you to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and make sure that you pick up some merch. We got some good stuff for you. Detroit certified, right?
Detroit certified.
Okay. And we got some name brand cigars that we're going to really start to present and let you get a little bit of that. Yep. And you're going to really love those. Yes, so that's coming up the pipe. Stay tuned to that. Mm-hmm. But always remember, if all else fails and you decide you want to tune out for a minute, like, comment, subscribe.
Amen.
That fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I ain't letting you off the hook, though.
Don't let me off.
Okay, I can't let you off the hook. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, you said she married down. So, see, let me talk, okay? You said she married down. What in the hell is that? Wait a minute. First of all, if she marries this,
they're not married.
There you go.
They're not married.
All right, okay. I'm glad you said that. They're not married because I said it. See, that's how much I don't really care about the guy. Okay, and I told you he's baby daddy. Baby's daddy. Okay. All right. The baby mama daddy. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So, but the point is, Keke Palmer, okay, has a right to do what she wants to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, isn't that right?
Absolutely.
She can do whatever she wants to do. Mm-hmm. But you said that she, married or she reached down or she decided in the relationship. That in and of itself, says one or two things. Okay. If you're saying that she reached down, it says a whole lot about him. Okay, wait a minute, because it's not even about money. If you got value, nobody's talking about reaching down or anything else. Okay, and if you know who you are, like, there's nobody gonna, look, there's a whole lot of folk make a hell of a lot more money than I make, okay? All right, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna look at them and say that they're talking to me down to me. Hell no, you're not going to. Wait a minute, it's the same thought process, though. You ain't going to talk down to me.
You're changing the whole thing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm trying to get somewhere for something. So
that ain't what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What you're saying that I'm saying.
All right.
That is not what I'm saying.
All right, so it's not what you're saying.
No.
You just said she's reaching.
No. I said economic, financially is a fact. Socially is a fact.
I'm making a point, that the way you said it, that she reached down or she reached down. The connotation is, Robert, is that the now guy is devalued. It is.
I'm telling you facts.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's not a great person. I'm not saying he's a great.
But you said that it was her fault. So if she's reaching down, then you said it's her fault. Then you didn't know. I'm putting two and two together. You said she's reaching down.
Oh, dude, you twisted my words.
Wait a minute. I'm putting. So my assessment is wrong?
You're twisting my words.
Is my assessment wrong?
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. You said that first. You said she's reaching down
financially,
okay. And you said all these other things, okay? And then you
Socially.
said, but then you said it's her fault.
and I
So if it's her fault, that's a negative. And if it's a negative, then it's her fault because of what? She reached down, which devalues him. The negative came from him because she reached down. I rest my case.
so
Is that a fair assessment?
I don't think so.
Okay, so my point is, Robert, I was saying this. The misogynist way of thinking is down, your fault. That's what they do to black sisters all the time. Now, I realize, wait a minute. Now, I realize,
He's a man. So you said reaching down. I'm saying that I said she holds the cards. She holds the cards. In the eyes of
That's
most
the
people.
misogynist way of thinking, Robert. I don't care what she does. I don't care how much money she makes. I don't care how popular it is. Okay, the misogynist way of thinking is your fault, woman. That's what I'm talking about, Rob.
No, that's not my point at all. You could twist it to that.
I'm not twisting anything.
That's
You
not what I'm
twisting up
saying.
you twisting yourself with those words you saying.
No, I guarantee.
All right, folks, listen. All right.
I guarantee the people. They can comment. I guarantee that they know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm saying. They know I didn't say that.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you something. You mentioned something about her ass or something like that. Didn't you say that? Okay, right? Did you say something about that?
Yeah.
All right. So you like that ass?
Do I like it?
Yeah. I just asked you a question.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth on that one. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
That's pretty savvy thinking, bro. Hey, but here's the point. I'm just saying, yes, every guy, okay, now that she's a grown woman, okay, every guy, if they honest with themselves, they like that ass, okay?
Yeah.
Preachers and all. Preachers like you, okay? They do. But the point is, and she knew it, Usher knew it,
right.
Okay? And that's why she's stepping out there. She knew the lights and cameras on her. She knew her ass was right, okay? And then this no-name guy, okay, decided that he didn't want nobody else to see that ass, okay? But the fact of the matter is, everybody, look, Adam saw Eve's ass before everybody saw her ass, okay? I'm just saying, did not Adam see Eve's ass?
Yeah.
So why are we making it a big issue?
Here's my point.
Wait a minute. Did I not Adam see with
Is
Eve's
there not
ass?
a time and place for everything?
Huh?
Isn't there not a time and place for everything?
Oh, so Adam said that?
No, I'm saying
Did
that.
Adam say that?
No.
So then what's
saying
wrong with it then?
I'm saying
what's wrong with it then?
I'm saying-
we talking about cigars and spiritual, and now preacher man, okay, and I know where you're coming from because I come from the same root you come from. Wait a minute, I come from the same root you come from.
ain't saying the same
But
thing.
Rob, no, we're not saying the same thing. What I'm saying is Adam saw Eve's ass, okay, and okay, that he had no problem with it. Now all of a sudden, when you see somebody else's ass, you plead the fifth. Why don't you just go ahead and say, yeah, I like it, but you know what? I can't have it. It ain't coming my way. I'm not. But you plead the fifth. Why? Because you act like there's something wrong with liking her ass when that's your problem. You talking about her fault. It might be your fault or it's his fault.
No.
Come on, man.
No, I think that.
Come on, preacher man.
I think that.
Let's ask the bishops out there. And they get the bishops they getting some ass. A lot of them.
I want to know what them church folks think. What's that church folk think? My point. Listen here.
Okay.
Listen. It doesn't take a rocket science.
They
to
get
answer
it. They get it.
No.
God help us, okay?
It doesn't take a rocket science
Huh?
to answer that question. That is a rhetorical question.
All right.
It's rhetorical. But I will say this.
In closing, because I know
here's what I need to say. Here's what I need to say. Is that to me.
Yeah.
First of all, there's a time and place for everything. I mean, there's a time and place for everything, and it's gray areas. I'm not saying there's gray areas. I mean, you don't show up to the boardroom. You see what I'm saying? Dressed like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And my bedroom is a boardroom.
Right.
So you could. So I'm saying. So No, that's a bad analogy. Bad analogy. So here's the point. So there's a time and place for everything. You don't wear certain things to certain places. Some things are for private. Some things are not for private. Or some things are better, like on the beach. Man, let's go for it. Go for it on the beach. Right. Go for it in another setting. Maybe that's not the only setting. Maybe there's other settings. But I do believe that there's a time and place for everything. Okay, and lastly but not least is that Keke Palmer, I believe. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get some thumbs down probably for this, but I'm gonna get some thumbs up too probably.
Right.
I think she disrespected herself.
What?
I think she disrespected herself. I think she disrespected herself.
First of all, what do you mean? Why was she? What you mean disrespecting herself?
I'm gonna answer that.
All right.
So first of all, I saw her on a show probably 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
I mean, you
on a talk show.
You talking about Black America's sister girl? Okay, right?
Mm-hmm. I love Keke Palmer.
Right?
I love Keke Palmer. I think she's amazing. I think she's amazing. I was somewhat disappointed with that. Okay, but here's my point: is that she was on. I saw on a show, a talk show. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, she was on a talk show, and she was heralding this guy. She was putting him on a pedestal. Okay. Now I'm paraphrasing, but
was it her podcast or something?
No, it was somebody show. I don't know. I forget. It was a talk show, and she was on there. She said, and I'm paraphrasing what she said here. She said she was pumping the dude up, and then she made a point here. She said, I'm paraphrasing, that I knew I was dating all these other guys and entertainment and guys and all this, and I decided, hey, why not give him a chance? That was her words, and I'm paraphrasing. She said exactly like that, but that was basically, I'm gonna give this guy a chance, and he's different. And a lot of people say, so to speak, why would you do that? I look, he's amazing, he's this, he's that, and I'm happy that she just had the baby, and she showed the pictures of the baby, and blah, 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 and she's all happy about this, and she's saying all that, and then she goes out on stage. I don't know when this was recorded, I don't know when the show was recorded, but 2 weeks later, after I saw this interview, 3 weeks later, it had to be relatively around the same time, because they showed the picture of the baby, the newborn and all that, and then I'm like, now you go on stage and you do this? Now, if y'all had an argument before you left, that's cool. I think she disrespected herself.
Nah, but see, wait, but you talking about, so you saying that basically, you sound like you're saying that she's flippant or something, or she's back. No, okay, but here's the point.
Everybody makes mistakes.
No, he ain't got no mistakes, but here it is again. It's like, so now the girl got to be perfect in your eyes.
No.
Well, that's what you're doing right now.
I hope I'm not.
That's it. That's what you're doing.
No. What? Being perfect.
You said she was acting one way over here today, and she switched up tomorrow.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I believe it could have been a mistake what she did on stage. I don't know.
Why could it have been a mistake though? Why could it have been intentional?
Well, if it was intentional, I think it was the wrong move. Either way, I think it was wrong.
But the last time she was on the television talking about how great this guy was, or on some show.
Amazing, and this and that.
Okay, and now all of a sudden she does this. You're saying that she's double stepping. What are you saying? She's double talking or double? What are you saying?
No, from my standpoint, I feel like not double talking. I feel like she said this, put this guy on this platform. She's like as if this guy cherished him. He's this and that and the other. She's my boo. He's my boo. I just the baby.
So
hold on, Rube. We just had a baby together and all this, and then you go on stage and you that same ass that the dude that you love so much.
Oh man,
it's grabbing in the bedroom and produces a baby and all that kind of stuff. Y'all love each other, and you're saying how much in love you are. And all that. No. And then the next 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, whatever it was, you're on stage, being very sensual in a thong.
So, all right. So, let me ask you a question.
I'm not with it, Rudy.
No, let me ask you a question.
I'm not with it. To each his own. I'm not.
Do you go to beaches?
Yes.
Okay. And do you look?
What?
Do you look?
Yes.
And do you like?
I got eyes, don't I? like my brother-in-law said.
No. You make excuses for something I'm serious. Do you go to beaches?
Yeah.
Do you like the asses that you see at beaches?
They're nice ones. Yes, on the beach.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you want all guys walking around, or do you want women's asses walking around too?
I don't like all guys walking around nowhere.
What I'm saying is, what's wrong with a little variety?
I don't nothing wrong with it.
Okay, what's wrong with the variety? So all of a sudden the place goes from you and everybody else looking at women with bikinis on. And wait a minute, it's some of them topless if you go to some beaches. Wait a minute. All right. But let's not say that. Let's just say they just walk around in bikinis, okay, and burqas or whatever you want to say. All right. And you just said, yeah, you like it, and you're looking at it, you checking it out, okay, but you know your limits. All right, I'm paraphrasing, but that's just what I'm picking up on what you're saying. Okay, wait a minute. So, what's the difference from that and her doing it with Usher? Okay.
I don't want my wife on the beach being sensual like that with a guy.
Okay.
As I said, it's one thing.
Right, so we just said
it's one thing.
All right.
It's one thing to wear it. I don't want you wearing that out the house, going to the club or pretty much anywhere. And that's it, the club or to the and then getting on stage.
Look,
but the second thing you got on stage,
right? But look, I get it. But my main thing is, first of all, she has control. Look, I'm going to close with this. First of all, a woman's got a control of their bodies. Mm-hmm. Okay, first and all. So keep your hands and your words in your mouth and everything else away from them, unless you will know how to respect that. Yeah. Okay. Secondly, okay. Misogyny, okay, is real. Mm-hmm. Okay, and a lot of the way we think is misogyny. We have just been programmed, this is my opinion, we have been programmed, okay, to see things as traditional, and it's not traditional, it's would you call, it's historical, and okay, traditional in traditional sense, as in something that's older, okay, right. Something's back, a while back, okay, but it's bigger than that, okay, mm-hmm. It's a construct, okay, it's a construct, okay, to marginalize and to minimize, okay, and to minimize women, to keep them in their place. And then, now here's what's worse. Not only, I don't want to see a guy shaking his ass around like that. It ain't just my woman, I want to see a guy. You see a guy shaking their ass around all the time when they playing basketball. In fact, their nuts be swinging in your face. In a thong? I just said, in fact, when they slamming on you, okay, nuts swinging in your face.
Yeah, but you know what? Come on, man.
It's fact.
We got the clothes on.
No! Huh. What I'm saying is this misogyny stuff, and nuts be swinging, they be slipping out of the jock strap and all that kind of stuff, but a woman tried something close to that, they are automatic. I can't have no woman doing that. That's misogyny. That's patriarchy at its worst. And I ain't having it. I'm with the sisters. I'm one of the sisters.
Listen,
reach out to me. Let me know what you think. No,
let it be known. You already said it. Ain't no too late to it. Let it be known. Anybody that knows me at my church or anywhere else know that I'm an advocate for women. Let it be known. Yeah, my best friend is a black guy.
That's how you sound.
No, I'm not. I said, let it be known that people that hang around me know that I'm not a misogynist. Know I'm an advocate for women. Know I put women on a pedestal. Right. Know I love the beauty of women. Know I respect women. Everybody knows that about me. Well, if you're close to me, you know that. And then so my point is this, is that but there are certain things that I'm not down with. That's all I'm saying.
I get that. Well, I look. And number 3, and probably just as important as anything, okay, is the guy should not have put her out there in public.
He was wrong.
He should have went on and did it in private. Okay?
He was wrong.
And so if they got a beef, and they probably had a beef before she ever did that before. Who knows? Okay, so what I'm saying is, but she didn't go out there and say something about him. So he should have did it behind closed doors. That would have at least been been the mature thing to do.
Let me ask you this.
But this guy just
are you
messed up all the way
surprised?
around.
Are you surprised that this guy felt insecure that he had to go on there and do that? Are you surprised?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I know you're not. Because you're from a
She got more money than I got.
Because you're
way more money than I got. At least I think.
Maybe not.
Well,
maybe not.
She does.
But here's the point. Here's the point. So what I'm saying is this: is that he probably had no business with her, to be honest with you, because he couldn't handle a woman on that status.
But that's his fault. You said it was her fault. That's his fault.
No. What I'm saying is,
we got to table this.
If somebody throws you a bone,
all right.
If a millionaire throws you a bone and says, "Hey, it's hard to say no, we're on the same level," no, you're gonna most likely take it. And he took it. Who wouldn't? The bum on the street don't take it. Who wouldn't take it? But what I'm saying is,
who wouldn't take it? Who wouldn't take what?
Who wouldn't accept her?
A lot of folk wouldn't.
Nobody's.
No, if you
how many people are not on that staff who wouldn't do it?
No, I'm saying if you got integrity and if you know who you are, that's who wouldn't.
How many people?
Wait a minute. Who wouldn't? You just wait. You asked me who wouldn't. I'm telling you who wouldn't.
I got you. I see your point.
So you said who wouldn't? I'm saying it's the folk, okay, that are willing, okay, that are enlightened. That come to a conclusion. Okay,
I agree with that.
Okay, I agree with and the person that at least will acknowledge there's some things we got to work on.
I get you.
Okay, but the other folks. Okay, and until then, I'm going to stay away from trying to marry this girl. Now that's someone who started or have a baby by her. A lot of folk that know who they are.
Okay, it ain't a whole lot.
Okay, but I'm one of them.
Yep, but it ain't a whole lot. So my point is most guys.
But I feel you.
Most guys ain't got much.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Most guys ain't got much. I mean, although he has more.
Robert, it's hard to pass up a bad blood.
So my point is, can you blame him? I can blame her a little bit.
Well,
that's my point. I can't blame him. I kind of blame her for allowing him for giving him a chance, maybe. I don't know. I still think I can't blame her for none of that.
But hey, Rob, so
she didn't vet.
All right, so let's vet. But I got a question though. So we were talking about, moving to something else that is that's been out there. The environment, man. The environment.
Like global warming, that sort of thing?
All of that. I'm talking about the environment, the global warming. I mean, what's happening? Look, what's the weather going on? What's going on in the weather?
You know what's going on with the weather right now.
You're right. I asked you a question, though.
No,
about the environment.
No, I think we're at a crossroad.
Yeah.
In our society, in our world, we have to make some tough decisions.
Yeah.
Are we going to make money, or are we going to live? That's really what it comes down to. Are we going to make a bunch of money as entrepreneurs, as business people, as one percenters?
It's greed.
One percenters. Are we going to do that, or are we going to save the world? Now I know a lot.
But the world ain't sexy. I mean, saving the world ain't a sexy conversation these days, bro.
Especially
for a lot of folks.
Especially to a lot of.
It should be sexy. It should be
people.
It should be alarming.
Yeah, but a lot of religious people would say, that there's no issue, whatever else. I beg to differ.
When you say religious people, you talking about of all religions?
Yeah, all religions. A lot of religions.
Not all, but a lot of them.
A lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah. A lot of religious mindset, traditional religious mindsets. They don't believe in global warming.
Yeah.
They don't believe in climate change and that sort of thing. Okay, so you're not gonna convince these people. That's why I believe we're at a crossroad, because you got far too many people who now 20 years ago.
Right.
People, for the most part, believed in climate change. If you told people 20 years ago to stop doing this certain thing, some of the things that we're allowing to do, they would have said no. They would have said no, we're not. But here, fast forward, the politics that's going on in our society, the division, the polarization of our world, our society, in our country is so rampant right now till we're at this crossroad. We're at this inflection point where politics could literally destroy our world.
Politics?
As we know it. When I say our world as we know it. The
politics,
earth,
you mean?
The earth.
Yeah, politics play. Yeah, politics. Yeah. Everything is to do with you talking about when it comes down to the way things, way things are legislated and all that. I mean, the way we're dealing with. But speaking about global warming and all this other stuff, I mean, here's what's crazy. You see the weather?
I'm living in it.
No, I mean, Phoenix, Arizona.
Yup, Texas,
Phoenix, Arizona hit 118 degrees. 118 degrees,
scary.
right?
That's scary.
Okay.
That's scary.
So
add another 10 to that. You're gonna have catastrophe in terms of deaths like you've never seen before. Just another 10 degrees.
So a lot of young folks are talking about us changing stuff. A lot of young folks are now starting to, they're like, it's never going to change unless we stand up and fight.
You know the problem, Rue?
And they're doing that now.
I'm gonna tell you this. The problem is this. Politics has become the new religion, or religion has shifted into politics. The lines are blurred between religion and politics. People today, back in the day, you could politically, we could talk, hash things out, figure things out. You disagree with that? Okay, give and take. Okay, whatever else for the greater good, right? Today, people are holding on to their politics like and it's kind of it's politics and religion. So those two are hand in hand right now. People aren't letting go of their religion. They're not letting it go because it's become their politics. They're not letting the politics go because it's become their religion. And once people get locked in on a religion, you know how it is. It's hard for people rather die than renounce their religion. I didn't say their spirituality, their religion. I mean, and that's the problem we have in this country and in this world right now. It's the religious sect, SECT, that's destroying this planet as we know it. Yeah, so you said that's the way it's become the new politics and the new. It is. I mean, religion. Let's just use Christianity for instance, because let's just speak about America. We know that the number one religion in America is Christianity. Yeah. Right. Right. And so if you go to another country, it may be, Islam, or it may be a combination of them, just like here. But we know the predominant religion here in America is Christianity, and Christianity has all these different strands. We just talked about our great grandfather a while back. We was talking about that. But Christianity has all these different strands and so many different variations Christianity in one country is totally different than the different Christianity in another country. Let alone that should tell you something there.
Right. So so that ought to let you know, right?
Tell you something.
And so then you start seeing religion, in one religion, but they all have something in common. Okay, and that is control. See, I'm like one of those persons that I'm always on the lookout for somebody that's trying to control something. Okay.
It's red
Why?
flag.
Because I've lived in this life for a little bit now to know what it looks like, and then not only to know what it looks like, but to have navigated for all these years, and then to be at a point now where it's speaking truth to power at its fullness.
Right.
Okay, in a more expansive, declarative way.
Right.
Like it's a mandate. That's how I look at it when it comes to me. Right? So I can peep it. I know what it looks like. And I'm fighting against that control, because that control, is something that it's all about. You get control, it's power. Okay? Control is power, control. And when you control things and when you have power over people, based upon a social construct that has not only to do with religion, but it has to do with different types of religion, Christianity in this sense, right? That has been weaponized. Like, I'm not against Christianity.
No.
Okay? I believe in the teachings of Christ. I believe in Christianity with regard to the teachings of Christ.
Right.
I believe it. Okay? But I also believe that the interpretation
and
of
its principles.
its principles and the interpretation of it is up for discussion.
Right.
And don't tell me if you interpret this thing differently and then tell me that I better believe this, and if I don't believe it, I got all these consequences coming my way. Get the out of my face. Right?
Yeah.
But make no mistake about it. Okay, it's all about control, power, the same way. Okay, but we also have a whole lot of people. I'm going back to a point that I wanted to make. But we also have a lot of folk that are Christians that get down, that I get down with.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you be one of them. You know what I'm gonna say? And a whole lot of Christians, white evangelical Christians. I got some of those people that I associate
As
with.
a whole.
No, I said I associate with. They ain't hanging with me much.
Right.
Okay, because they ain't feeling me at all.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just saying associate. You gotta navigate, right?
Sure.
But they can't be. I'm talking about in the truest sense of, this evangelical Christianity.
Yeah.
Because you got all these other ones, Lutheran and Presbyterianism and Unitarian and Unity and all these other different Catholicism.
Yeah.
And all these other things. Okay. All these other different Christian, derivatives. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so, if that be the case, why can't we just be more accepting of other religions? And then, if that's the case, we should be more accepting of other spiritualities or spiritual ways of thinking. Worldviews spiritually. Okay? We believe and we accept what we want to accept.
True.
What are you talking about? All the Christians unified, at least a good bunch of them, unified, okay, to vote for folk that, you and I said, you got to be out of your mind.
Yeah. No, I believe, and here's the sad thing about it too. It's the religious.
So they don't want to believe in global warming.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
Or they don't want to accept it.
What I'm saying is yes, and what I'm saying is the religious sect.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, namely the Christian extreme right. Okay, they have hijacked Christianity. They really have hijacked Christianity.
From who? The Catholic Church?
No, I'm just saying from its origin of Jesus Christ.
What's the origin?
Jesus Christ.
What's the origin?
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Okay, but I mean,
just read the Beatitudes.
Jesus Christ originated 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So the Bible says.
His principles.
Okay.
The Christianity, you know this, but the Christian faith, or the Christian religion is born out of the principles and teachings of Jesus Christ. Okay, but Jesus Christ wasn't a Christian. Okay,
no, he was the Christ.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is that the origins of the Christian faith was strictly the teachings of Jesus Christ, the principles of Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah.
And the extreme right of the Christian sect or Christian religion has hijacked Christ's teachings and weaponized it. That's a good word. It's a more popular word right now. Have weaponized the teaching, the principles of Christ, and twisted it and turned it and made it into something that it's not. That is the thinking. That's the MO. That's the thinking that's going to destroy. That has the potential to destroy this planet as we know it.
When it comes to, you talking about, comes in the environment.
The environment.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, and let's just face it. Look, we got a lot of happening here. I guess what I'm thinking, Rob, is this: for all the folk that have a problem with the way this environment, okay, is being treated here in America through our legislation. Greedy folk, grifters, folk that want to monetize everything. Okay,
Driven by
women, through greed and money. Okay, so it's capitalism gone to the extreme, to a place where it wasn't even thinking, envisioning. But so the thing is so now that we have these folks over here that have a problem with the way the environment is being treated, environmentalists and those that agree with that there is a global warming and other things that are causing these fires and all these other hazards, okay, because of our mistreatment and abuse of our environment, the globe, the world that we live in, Earth.
Yeah.
Come on over here to those that are marginalized as black folk. Come on over here to those that are marginalized, okay, as brown folks. Come on over here to folks that are marginalized as developmentally whatever challenged, or those that have been that have health challenges, okay, and come on over here. I'm talking about those particular organizations, groups, and activists and activism groups and organizations, okay, that are speaking truth to power for those spaces of individuals and people. Okay, these individuals, if we intersect, okay, women,
absolutely,
okay, if black women, of course, if we all intersect and say whatever and whoever, okay, is coming up against you, is coming up against me.
Sure.
And if we all thought like that,
sure, because
an injustice against anybody is an injustice against everybody.
Right.
An injustice against one is an injustice against all.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And that's how we have to think. But the only way to maximize that thought process and to put it into action, okay, where it impacts, is where we intersect, we come together and fight together with that way of thinking and that concept, not just that way of thinking, but with that truth, that all men are created equal, okay? And if it's a human right, okay, it's your right.
Right.
If it's a human right, it's my right. If it's a human right, it's our right. And we won't stop fighting as a people, as a nation, black, white, Jew, Gentile, gay, lesbian, straight, LGBTQ plus, okay, transgender, anybody and all people, okay, coming together, then, okay, we will solve the ills of our environment. We will solve the ills of our education system, all of these institutions, okay, that are stacked up against us, all, with the exception of the few, the proud, the powerful, and ugly, and evil. Yeah. Okay. And if we do that and come together, Rob, we're unstoppable. And until that happens, I'm gonna fight.
Well, see, the thing is, we can't fight against. See, it's that little small portion of people in this country are putting pressure on the politicians to do things and enact laws and things like that, legislate laws and things for them.
Yeah.
And to the capitalists, the hyper-capitalists, the ones that don't believe in regulation, want to do whatever they want to do, to make all the money they can, however they want to do it, no matter who it affects.
When you say regulation, you talking about regulation?
I look here. I believe in capitalism, big time. I'm a business person and all that. I understand capitalism. I believe in capitalism, but I believe all forms of capitalism has to be regulated by someone. Now I know people think, well, the government will regulate it. Well, then somebody's got to be a watchdog. Because here's the point. Here's the point. I'll be the watchdog. So I live in Detroit, right? We live in Detroit.
You be the watchdog. We be the black.
We live in Detroit. We live in the Detroit area, right? And we're looking at those wildfires and stuff like that. I took a picture the other day.
Yeah, hazy skies.
I took a picture. I'll show you the picture later. Yeah. I'm sitting in my car and I'm looking around. It was like a week or so ago, and it was so weird. We live in Detroit, and Canada is right over, right over the bridge for us. And I'm looking at the wildfires, and I'm looking at the air quality is so bad. Yeah. And I took a picture.
Yeah.
Straight haze. And then all of a sudden, I started thinking. Before that, I was coughing. I'm like, does this have anything to do with the, no, they didn't, I'm tripping. I'm tripping, I'm coughing. I'm like, no, because I was outside all day, just out in the environment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I just tripping or what? Then I got to thinking, I'm like, no, I ain't tripping. That's those wildfires. So here's the point. So if you don't have regulation, listen here, you get these people, got these factories and whatever else, the factories and all this stuff. You got all this smoke and whatever toxins and stuff being emitted into. They said we don't want to be regulated. We don't want the system to be filtered this way or whatever else. Don't regulate me. I'm just going to make all the money I can, because it's cheaper for me to not have these things in place that will protect the environment. These filter systems and whatever it's called, whatever. It's cheaper to do that. Yeah. So you need to be regulated.
Yeah, right.
So you can't. Listen here. You don't have the right to destroy my health at the expense of you making all the money that you can make.
Yeah, so
that's wrong.
So we're talking about the fire, or what are we talking about?
Both. I'm talking about all of it.
So that's the thing. But think about this.
The fire is from the.
Think about this. You make a great point. I thought about it. So you're talking about this fire, right? These fires that are in Canada, that are affecting places all over the United States, especially the East Coast and Midwest and all that, and all across the United States. And
right.
We, like you mentioned, hazy skies, and they say that the air pollution is the worst it's been in years, right? Air quality is just horrific. Yeah. And I don't know what the numbers are, but they're crazy, right? They're off the charts, and we know that. But think about this, Rob. Folks in the city deal with that every day, all day. Not just smoke in the air, environmental, but pollutants and toxins and all kind of contaminants in the ground.
Schools,
from streams being polluted by factories and companies. That pollute the water. All of that stuff, man, off the rivers and everywhere else, and coming through the streams. And guess what? The air that's polluted is most highly concentrated in your urban cities, Robert.
Yeah.
And that's what's sick.
Well,
and so we sitting there screaming about a 2-month, 3-month, 4-month fire, which is crazy because we know why it's happening.
Right.
Right? Global warming. But we've been screaming about, this environmental inequity or injustice forever as African Americans in black communities, black and brown communities forever.
Yeah.
Now they want to start screaming and hollering. And then when the smoke clears, what they gonna do? They're gonna stop talking about it, and they're gonna move on and never take care of the environment for folk in cities like where we come from.
Yeah.
That's where the problem really is.
You got some of these schools.
We screaming and hollering like punks.
You got some of these
because we got the air's bad, right? But we've been screaming about it forever. But now y'all screaming and hollering, but you're gonna forget about it as soon as the air lifts. And the quality gets a little bit better. Yeah. We got a problem.
We're gonna have to address global warming, but also have to address, just like for instance, the school systems. Some of the schools.
But what about folks that say, you found up one of these, Rob?
What's that?
Cigar.
What is this doing? This one?
They say, I'm talking about air quality.
What about?
There's some folks who would imagine
it's a personal choice. Right. It's a personal choice.
Right. It is a personal choice.
Yeah, but going to school with lead. That has lead paint on the walls from the 1960s and 70s, and they haven't upgraded the paint in the schools for years. That it's toxic.
You mean back then?
Lead point. Yes, some of these schools still haven't been.
Yeah, they'll go back to that point we were talking about how the poor school systems.
Yeah, but that's like you said, the urban community.
The school system was poor in every which way.
Yeah. And they're dealing with it every day.
From the building itself.
The pipes in the schools ain't been replaced. The pipes ain't been replaced forever. Lead in the pipes, lead in the paint. You see what I'm saying? And it hadn't been replaced in some of these schools. And you know what? Go out to Grosse Pointe. Go out to Troy. Okay, Grosse Pointe, that's a suburb of Detroit.
But you got
it's an affluent, it's an affluent area.
What about
those affluent areas?
Yeah, you right.
Those affluent areas, you ain't got to worry about that in the schools. If there was lead paint in them schools, it's stripped out and repainted. I guarantee you. If there's bad piping in them schools, from the 40s, the 50s, to 60s, I guarantee if those schools haven't been torn down and rebuilt by now anyway. But my point is that they're not dealing with that.
If they are, like you said, if they are dealing with it, they're gonna get it right.
Yeah,
they're gonna fix it.
They done got it right.
Okay. As soon as the water gets bad, they fix it.
That's
if
right.
it ever gets bad, okay, they'll fix it. Okay, because they're gonna scream and holler, and they're gonna make sure,
Yeah.
But those are those inequities, those social inequities, Rob, that we got to talk about. But in closing, man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even want to say I'm in closing, but because this conversation is really good, man. But okay,
as I say this really quick, I had a neighbor of mine, is a white guy, 90 in his 90s. He said, we had this kind of one discussion about the inequities in the school and the school system. So he says, but the school in Detroit, it's all ran by black people. It's all ran by black people. The black people are running the school system and stuff like that. So you're going to blame, Grosse Pointe, or you're going to blame whatever. You're going to blame these communities that are not, that are the suburbs. You're going to blame this. I said, dude, you're lost. Your point, and I know what you're going to say. Your retort or your response to that kind of foolishness, that the black schools are being ran by black people, so the black people are to blame.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it's always been. There's always been, remember we were talking about how they going to blame women for stuff. They're going to blame, it's always your fault. Right. So it's always been that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't even play that game, okay? For you telling me that it's my fault.
Right.
When you don't want to go back to its origins.
Right.
Okay? And if we go back to its origin, then you will see, okay, whose fault it is. And quite frankly, I think you know whose fault it is. But you're in denial. Right. Or even if you're just, you don't know and you're complicit to it, either way, you're wrong. You're bad, okay?
Right.
Okay? And I don't really like you anymore, okay? I love you, okay, in the sense that as a human being, okay, I'm gonna treat you with dignity and respect, okay, just as long as you don't play games with me, okay, because I might have to get with you, okay, with the real, okay, but I'm gonna give you that much, all right. But look, bottom line is with these folks, I don't play that game with them. You know what the deal is, okay? I just go back, okay? You talking about, but it's ran by black folk. But black, wait a minute, you took everything from black folk, and then you said now you work with what you got. And wait a minute, you asked me the question. I mean, I think you brought it up, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, you take things away from me, or you keep me from things. And then when I'm scrapless trying to survive and maintain and keep anything going, from an education system to whatever, I try my best.
Right.
But you stripped me of it. You ran across 8 Mile. He did all these other things. I'm talking about Detroit now, right? And you just left Detroit. You left Detroit with nothing because you knew that you were going to one day come back and reclaim it all. You knew that. Okay? But you sat back and ran and then split up, then put a highways right down the middle, okay, of where the businesses in Detroit were thriving. Black communities were thriving. You ran a highway right through this so black folk can get from downtown Detroit, okay, back to the suburbs and these other areas. You created highways that ran through our areas, cut us off, isolated us, put us basically in an encampment. That's what it was, okay? Stripped us up, okay, of our ability to go beyond the red lines, and so we're trapped. And you keep us, okay, from all the things that we should have, like a budget, okay, that will give us a good education. Like, give us the truth instead of whitewashing what really happened, okay, in 1619. What really happened 500 years ago when the first 500 plus years ago when the first African American, okay, or should I, African came from West Africa to the United States, or should I, came from, they were imprisoned, enslaved, and brought over. The first one to America. Tell that truth, okay? And then stop telling me that I'm bad because I'm black. Stop telling me that I got a sex issue because I'm black. Stop telling me that I'm dumb because I'm black. Stop telling me that I'm never going to amount to anything. Stop telling me all of that. Stop telling me that I'm inferior. Stop doing all of these things, okay, and telling me what I'm not, and demeaning and dehumanizing me, and then come back and tell me black people are running something.
No,
The hell with you.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. Now, like my man on my street that I was talking to, he's 90, 92, I think.
That's the problem.
Oh, hold on, let me say. Okay. So he's 92.
Chill.
Let me say this. I would argue that the guy really don't know. He's been indoctrinated.
He's white?
Yes.
What makes you think he don't know?
I said it's.
What makes you think he don't know? So you giving him too much love, man. I ain't giving him that kind of love. He's 90-something years old. He don't want to know. Chances are.
Here's the point.
But I ain't giving him. I ain't cutting him no slack.
Here's
like
the point.
No, Rob.
Here's where I'm giving this guy credit. He sat there for hours and listened and talked. He didn't run. He talked. So at the end of the conversation, I gave him mad respect.
Who you think he voted for? No, I ain't gonna ask you that.
So my point is, I gave him mad respect.
It don't really matter.
For sitting down and talking. That's the problem. We don't communicate. So the point of the matter is, if you want to listen, I'll talk to you. If you're stuck in your ways and you don't want to change, then I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
This guy was open for, and at the end of the conversation, made some good points, and he said, I got you. I understand you on those points. 97 years old now, especially a 92-year-old.
My bad. So you're saying basically he conceded that there's some issues going on?
Absolutely he did.
All right. So do you think that you can convert him? You ain't finished with him, are you?
And 92 he might not be converted, but he believes he got to.
You say he goes. So he gonna say, listen. He gonna tell you, yeah, you might be right, but I'm still some of y'all.
But you know he's in great shape. Walks.
Right. I know. I saw the guy.
He's an amazing specimen. Okay, he got a right faculty. Well, mind. Yeah, his mind is. I think it's fairly sharp, very sharp, and everything. So, but the point is that he listened. He listened. And he talked to us, a leader of boys, black guys in the city of Detroit, a coach, one of the most phenomenal coaches come out of the city of Detroit. But anyways, put a lot of guys,
and he's a white guy, right?
Put a lot of guys into the.
He's a white guy, right?
Into professional sports.
So
put a lot of black guys in professional sports. Right. Came out of his school.
I get it.
In high school. But my point is this: is that he wanted to understand.
You think
and
so?
And he wanted to listen.
So it took him that long before he understood? You mean tell me this guy he got to 92 and you convinced him? You're a hell of a persuader, I can tell you that.
Let me say this. There's not a lot of people can articulate a point to people. And I was able to do that to him. And I was able to do it without demeaning him or anything like that, and without listening to him. I listened to everything he said.
So was it the power of your persuasion or was it the truth? Or both?
I think it's a combination. Okay. I think it's a combination. But my point is this: is that at the end of the conversation, and I told him, I said, "Now listen here." I ain't gonna call his name. I said, "Listen here." I said, "I want to give you credit for sitting here," and we talk like.
But he ain't getting no dap and say for shizzle, my nigga, or nothing like that, did he?
No.
He ain't get that comfortable, did he?
No, he's very comfortable. We talk all the time. We talk all the time. He
wasn't that comfortable,
huh?
He wasn't that comfortable
to get me to do that.
You didn't hear what I said.
She's my nigga. I know.
Right. But I'm saying, did he? What did he say? He didn't do nothing like that. He didn't get that comfortable.
What
if he did that to you after y'all was like kumbaya, man? It was like y'all started feeling good and the halos started coming around your heads and y'all started loving around each other. Start saying kumbaya.
No.
Huh?
No.
Then he came in and started feeling good and said, you know how the songs go like heavenly song. God came through and said, but he probably was hype.
No, he
ain't. For shizzle, my nigga.
He wasn't ready for that.
What if he did do that? What would you do?
He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. But let me say this. But I love the guy. He's a really cool guy. No, he's a really cool guy. I love him. But I was able to enlighten him on some issues that he didn't think he would. And then he literally said, I never thought about that. Okay.
Hey man, Rob, I'm having fun.
We got to him.
Rob, so I'm having fun.
To a great degree, we got to him. Right. And I learned some things from him too.
I'm having fun.
Conversation, bro.
I'm having fun. It's fun, but at the same time, the guy 92 years old and he's changing. That gives me hope. It does. Yeah. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'm not. Okay, but it gives me hope because, like I said, we are one.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
And the thing is, as I said before, there was an old song that we sang. Red or yellow, black and white, it doesn't matter in its sight. Jesus loves all the children of the world. Right, and that sounds kind of passive now, right? All the children. Jesus does, but a lot of folks in America don't.
Yeah, and that's the
which I
problem.
don't get, right?
problem.
So, but if it can keep you past from just singing the song and smiling like you got a little, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say something that wasn't gonna be too cool, but bottom line is this: according to the scripture, Jesus does love all the children of the world.
Right.
Okay. In fact, he said, if you don't treat children right, what?
Jump in the lake, basically.
You might as well take a hike. You might as well jump off a bridge, basically.
Jump in the lake,
That's what he
basically.
said, right?
Kill yourself, basically.
And I agree. Take care of the children.
Yeah.
But don't neglect the children just because their parents brought them across the border, okay, to for a better life. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all good, because I know there's folks, black and white, black, brown, and people of every ethnicity, color, and diversity, people of color.
Yeah.
Black and white have fought, for justice, fought against inequity. And for that, I'm very thankful. You know that, Rob. But Rob, we can thank folk, that are white. Allies, or people that they get it, right?
Yeah.
They're like, enough. They're like, no, I'm standing up, right? And they're with us. They're with us just like they're with those that are marginalized in other areas, in other spaces, right?
Absolutely.
Okay? But we know that. But it's these crazy folks, man.
Who run this
The
stuff?
small majority
Trying to run
that
stuff.
got all the power and all the money. And we got to fight against it. So, Rob, we're going to close for now, but we got a lot to talk about in the future, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about some things that were a little spiritual, I guess, in the church and what the church is doing about things and what they think about it. But Rob, I thank you for being a Christian pastor and leader that believe in justice and will invite and will embrace any and all
injustice. Believe in justice. Almost like you said, believe in injustice.
Believe in
injustice.
Believe in
justice.
Thanks. And you believe in justice.
Yeah.
And you're against inequity. And you're against injustice.
Right.
And you believe that in people in your church and people that are a part of your tribe, the people that are part of your space of beliefs.
People disagree with me, believe with me, and want to be a part of it.
You embrace them all. You embrace them all, and that's what I appreciate better.
A lot of them don't even.
Half the time, you and I, we talk a lot of BS, Rob. What I mean, we talk truth.
Yeah.
But we be vibing.
But we yuck it up?
Yeah, we yuck it up because, all our lives, we would go toe to toe. Talk smack with each other, and that's what sharpened us and made us strong.
I can post you up on the court. On the basketball court.
You can't post you up on no basketball court. No, you can't. See? Now you stiff, man. You stiff.
No, that wasn't stiff.
You stiff, man.
You said that 30 years ago when I was taking you to the hole.
Okay, well, and with that, okay. But no, Rob, I'm serious though. But I appreciate all that you do, and as a pastor and leader, it's just that not quite enough of y'all. But I thank God for.
I think there's hope though.
Yeah, there's hope. There's hope.
Even when it doesn't feel like it is, sometimes.
Yeah,
there's hope.
Got to keep fighting.
Yep.
Okay. Until next time, Rob. Hey, remember, we want you to like, comment, subscribe to the podcast, and hit that notification bell, and you're going to be good. We got some merch for you. It's going to be just what you think. Good. Rob, until next time,
bro.
As we always say in conclusion, right? We are one.